Slight chance for showers tomorrow. 76. Overcast. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 58 degrees.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The Taylorville Police Department says community feedback is playing a major role in shaping enforcement efforts across the city. According to the department, this year's community survey showed residents wanted a stronger focus on proactive traffic enforcement. The Taylorville Police Department said they listened to those concerns and have increased efforts to address traffic-related issues while continuing to work on reducing crime. Officials say they believe residents recognize the hard work being done by officers every day, pointing to declining crime rates as evidence that those efforts are making a difference. TPD also addressed concerns regarding golf cart enforcement. Taylorville remains a golf cart friendly community, and officials say they want residents to continue enjoying that privilege. However, when complaints are received about unsafe operation or violations, officers say they have a responsibility to investigate and take appropriate action. The department notes that the growing popularity of e-bikes, scooters, and golf carts has also brought increased safety concerns throughout the community. In response, officers have focused heavily on education while also enforcing city ordinances and state laws when necessary. TPD said the majority of contacts involving golf carts have resulted in warnings rather than citations, particularly in cases where carts are being operated in prohibited areas or are not properly registered. The department has also mentioned that its primary mission remains public safety and that officers will continue working with residents to address concerns and ensure streets remain safe for motorists, pedestrians, and recreational vehicle operators alike. Taylorville police are thanking residents for their continued support as they work together to keep Taylorville a safe place to live and visit. For more information on the Taylorville Police Department, visit them on Facebook or go online to taylorville.net/police-DEPT. The Christian County Sheriff's Office, alongside the Illinois Sheriff's Association, is once again teaming up with Special Olympics Illinois for a fundraiser that's giving community members the chance to enjoy a snack while supporting a great cause. The fundraiser began on Monday and is set to run through this Monday. The Illinois Sheriff's Association is encouraging residents to purchase Double Good popcorn as part of its Popcorn for a Purpose campaign. Proceeds from every purchase will help fund Special Olympics Illinois programs that provide year-round sports training and athletic competition for individuals with intellectual disabilities. The goal to reach is $500 in proceeds, and so far Christian County has raised just over $33 as of last Monday. Officials say the fundraiser supports much more than athletics. Donations help create opportunities for athletes to build confidence, develop leadership skills, form lasting friendships, and create lifelong memories through participation in Special Olympics programs across the state. Supporters say every bag of popcorn purchased helps make a meaningful impact by giving athletes the resources they need to reach their goals both on and off the playing field. The Illinois Sheriff's Association is thanking everyone who chooses to participate, saying each purchase helps strengthen Special Olympics Illinois and its mission of empowering athletes throughout the state, one bag of popcorn at a time. For more information on Double Good and their current fundraisers, visit popup.doublegood.com. To make a donation, you can visit the Illinois Sheriff's Association's Facebook page to find a link to the popcorn store. Residents will have an opportunity to help save lives next month as Bayer in Stonington hosts a community blood drive in partnership with Impact Life, the provider of blood products for hospitals throughout the region. The blood drive is scheduled for Thursday, August 6th from 11 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon and will take place aboard the Impact Life donor bus. The donor bus will be at Bayer, located at 1982 Illinois Route 48 in Stonington. Appointments are encouraged for those wishing to donate. Individuals can schedule a donation by contacting Jackie Dowdy at 217-325-4381, by visiting the Impact Life website at bloodcenter.org and using donor code 61774, or by calling Impact Life directly at 800-747-5401. To be eligible to donate, individuals must be at least 17 years old or 16 years old with parental permission and weigh at least 110 pounds. Donors are also reminded that a photo ID is required at the time of donation. Impact Life says anyone who last donated blood on or before June 11th of this year is eligible to give blood during the August drive. Organizers encourage community members to consider donating, noting that blood donations remain critical in helping local hospitals maintain a stable supply for patients in need. The FFA building at the Christian County Fairgrounds was full of livestock, FFA members, and spectators for the fair's livestock judging competitions on Wednesday. Shows took place for swine, sheep, goat, and beef, and the Master Showmanship competition rounded out the day's schedule. Opal Ryan was among the participants showing sheep. She says their muscle mass is a key component in the judging.
So market lambs, they're more judged on their amount of muscle rather than like their ability to be able to be bred.
Okay. So yeah, so some muscle. Now I know sheep, obviously they've got their wool on them. Where would I find said muscle that they're being judged on?
You can find it in their butt, really.
Okay. All right, well, hey,
yeah.
No, go on.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And their shoulder too.
Malia Repsher showed sheep and goats and says there are many steps to ensuring they are show ready.
So I have 2 yearlings. They're yearling, meaning they're born a year ago.
Okay.
I have a fall that was born obviously in the fall, and 3 of them are ewes and 1 is a wether, but I work with them pretty daily, and I go to state fair, county fair, Freedom Fest, but yeah, to make them presentable, you really just shear them, trim their hooves, give them the right amount of feed. We like to mix different rations of what the protein they need and what is best for their body and their build. And to get them ready, we usually work with them two times a week, probably around 4 times a week, just to get them broken so they lead easily and so they're not really crazy in the show ring.
Lane Blyler is another competitor who showed sheep. She says washing them, especially on their legs, is another essential step, if also a tricky one.
Well, you have to bathe them, and then you have to make sure that their feet are their shag is fluffed out and everything.
Okay.
And then for the cattle, you have to make sure that it's washed and that its hair is in the right way too.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of care goes into that. We had some guests earlier talking about washing the sheep's legs. So now you're getting down to the feet as well.
Yep.
Do you find that's tricky?
A little bit, but they're mostly good with it now once you've worked with them multiple times and stuff.
Does washing their feet, does that include the underside of the feet?
No, it's more of the leg.
Okay.
The kind of the feet. Well, they have hooves and stuff, so it's more of the leg kind of part.
Okay.
But yeah.
For Riker Beckmeyer, the livestock shows are a way for him not only to compete, but also to inspire those younger than him.
Yeah, so I've really been raising sheep probably since I was 5 years old. It's what I do most summers. I'm always in the show barn working with my sheep, just to better the breeds that I actually show, as well as help some youth and inspire them in terms of being a role model for some of them kids. So in April, we'll bring all the sheep into the show barn that I'll be showing throughout the year. I'll start with just doing things like calming them down, getting them used to people. And then from there, I'll start working leg wool and doing some stuff for shows, whether it's exercising, working leg wool, or just working showmanship with them from day to day. Just stuff to get them used to being in the ring, as well as making them look their best.
More information on the livestock showings and auctions is available on the Christian County Fair's website, christiancountyfair.com. Riker Beckmeyer, Lane Blyler, Malia Repsher, and Opal Ryan appeared as guests on a special edition of the WTIM Morning Show live from the Christian County Fair.
The Christian County Ag Fair highlights the importance of agriculture to Christian County, and the Hart Media Group will be there to cover it all. Catch our interviews with this year's 4-H participants at the Animal Show Rings on the WTIM Morning Show beginning Wednesday at 8:40. And don't miss our reports from the fair on WMKR Genuine Country 94.3, WRAN Groovy 97.3, and 96.5 TheChill.com. Saturday morning, we'll broadcast live from the Kitty Tot Rod on WTIM. Tune into these Hart Media Group stations for our fair coverage and view the results of judging by clicking the Christian County Fair Results icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, where you can view all our sponsors. This message is brought to you by First National Bank of Nokomis, friendly hometown service, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Legacy Grain with locations in Stonington, Moequa, Blue Mound, Sharpsburg, Dalton City, and Bethany, and at Your Service Roofing in Pana. Need a new roof? They've got you covered.
The Pana Popcorn Festival is coming back to Kitchell Park this Saturday for its 3rd edition. The Pana Parks Revitalization Committee organizes the event, which runs from 9 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Admission, parking, and popcorn are all free amid a schedule packed with sports competitions, live music, shows, a pageant, and more. Nicole Blodgett is the president of the Pana Parks Revitalization Committee. She says from the sporting events to volunteering, there are many ways for interested community members to be involved.
And we are still looking for teams for some of our events, like sand volleyball tournament, the pickleball tournament. We have a golf tournament that's going to be right next door at the Pana Country Club. We do have a 5K run that's early in the morning, run or walk. Followed by the Little Pops Fun Run. Those will both be held at Pana High School. And then we have the dog show there on the Chautauqua stage. And then we mentioned the car, Jeep, and motorcycle shows. But all those are ways that anyone can participate and sign up. We do have a website, panapopcornfestival.org. And then we do have a Facebook page, which is our Pana Parks Revitalization Committee, that shows the event schedules on both of those platforms. And then you can message us if you need entry forms or call any of the numbers on the flyers. We just really want to get everyone to participate that would like to. And so then that way we can hold those events too.
Parking spots fill up quickly, so organizers have set aside space on the west side of the park for more parking.
It is a lot of fun. I did participate with my daughter kind of towards the end of the day. But it is, you can pay $5 per person. You can go single by yourself or double. And you can do a little course around the lagoon and come back. And it's timed, so whoever has the best time for the day wins. There's a singles winner for $100, or the doubles time is $200. So there are some prizes for a lot of the activities that we're doing, but that's a lot of fun, and you don't even have to do it for time if you just want to take a little stroll on the lagoon, because that's something you don't get to do every day. So we've got several activities like that. We also have a zip line that we've added this year. It's going to be from noon to 4. It's going to be a tall zip line, and we don't, have a zip line come to town very often, so we're pretty excited about that.
Blodgett acknowledges the many local organizations and businesses which have helped finance and execute the Pana Popcorn Festival this year and in the past.
Everyone wants to come in off of 9th Street, which is over by the pool, and the Chautauqua, which, everybody wants to get close as they can, but we really encourage people to park in the west large soccer field. It used to be the big soccer field, we called it, but it's just west of the Chautauqua. It's right next to Highway 51 South there. So that's like the largest open area where we really can do some parking. So we're going to try to direct that a little better this year so that, everybody's not squished in over there on the northeast side of the park.
The paddle boat races will return this year from 11 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. In addition, a zip line is being added to the program for the first time.
We could not do this day without all of the other organizations and businesses and volunteers. Our little committee is only about 10 people. Year in and year out, we've kind of always had around 10, probably 12 max of us with the Pana Parks Revitalization Committee. So without other groups like Pana Pride has helped us, the sororities helped us, Pana Lions Club has helped us, and then several businesses and sponsors that help us sponsor these events, just to help us with prize money and any advertising and things like that. So it definitely takes our whole community to make the day go. So we're so fortunate and very grateful for all of their help.
More information on the Pana Popcorn Festival is available at panapopcornfestival.org and the Pana Parks Revitalization Committee's Facebook page. Nicole Blodgett appeared as a guest on the WTIM Pana Morning Show.
The Christian County Ag Fair highlights the importance of agriculture to Christian County, and the Hart Media Group will be there to cover it all. Catch our interviews with this year's 4-H participants at the Animal Show Rings on the WTIM Morning Show, beginning Wednesday at 8:40 a.m. And don't miss our reports from the fair on WMKR, Genuine Country 94.3, WRAN Groovy 97.3, and 96.5 thechill.com. Saturday morning, we'll broadcast live from the Kitty Tot Rod on WTIM. Tune in to these Hart Media Group stations for our fair coverage, and view the results of judging by clicking the Christian County Fair results icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com, where you can view all of our sponsors. Brought to you by Kaufman Realty and Auction, Matt Corso Realtor Auctioneer, and Jeremy Pyatt, Realtor Auctioneer in Taylorville. Ayers Bank, a facility of the First National Bank of Nokomis, 106 North Main, Moweaqua, and Rolling Meadows Senior Living in Taylorville. Sponsored by Lutheran Social Services of Illinois and funded through U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and Federal Home Bank of Chicago.
Jill Ruott was welcomed by Kiwanis members as their guest speaker as they met for their Tuesday noon luncheon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. Ruott is the Human Resources and Special Events Coordinator for the Christian County YMCA. Ruott focused on the many programs that are scheduled for the youth of the area, including a back-to-school basketball skills camp, along with fall soccer and basketball leagues. New this year is a punt, pass, and kick day scheduled to be held in October, and a Santa shootout for girls. Ruott also informed members that there are many programs designed for adults as well, including racquetball and pickleball. The YMCA is involved in community events in an effort to assist area youth on a year-round basis. Ruott stated that the Y will be seen at several events throughout the year, including Chili Fest and the Christian County Fair. The Y also holds special events throughout the year, including the Back-to-School Health and Resource Fair and the Strong Kids Sustaining Drive. To find out more about what the Christian County YMCA has to offer, visit their webpage at ccymca.org. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club is part of a global organization focused on supporting youth and the local community. Weekly meetings are held Tuesdays at noon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. For information on the club, go to TaylorvilleKiwanis.com or email the club at TaylorvilleKiwanis@gmail.com. A website continues to pay tribute to closed or defunct high schools in Illinois. It's part of local history, says Dave Naningay, creator of Illinois High School Glory Days.com, founded in February of 2005. In 2022, Illinois High School Glory Days was named Best Historical Website by the Illinois State Historical Society. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 80-year-old Gary Lynn Crow of Alabama, formerly of Mount Auburn, died July 15th. Visitation is today from noon till 1 at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 88-year-old Ernest Everett Ayers of Taylorville died last Thursday. Visitation is Saturday from 11 till noon at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 87-year-old Wilma E. Koss of Taylorville, formerly of Effingham, died this month. Visitation is Tuesday from 10:30 till 11:30 at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at Union Cemetery in Altamont. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. And 77-year-old Robert Bob Leroy Durbin of Taylorville died on Saturday. A graveside memorial will take place on August 4th at 2 at Oak Hill Cemetery in Taylorville. Cremation rights have been accorded. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and every hour as well right here on WTI.